Okay, hi guys. I think we are live. Let me just confirm once, then we will start. Okay. Let me just see the notification. Just a moment. Yep, we are live. Okay, so welcome back everyone to our channel Coders Arcade. This is Saurav and today we are again back with our Java DSA live sessions. Okay, so I hope you all have been doing good and today we will be covering linear data structure. We have already covered singly linked list. Today will be doubly linked list. Okay, so let's get started and let me change the color. Okay, so we are in Coders Arcade and today we will be covering a linear data structure which is doubly linked list. Okay, we have already seen a singly linked list. Today it will be doubly linked list and our programming language will be Java, right, because this is DSA with Java. Fine. So guys, we have already learned how a singly linked list works and let me just check how many of you have come. Okay, so it's fine. Anything, any doubts, I'll be checking in the comment section and I'll be replying back to you. Okay, fine. So hope everything is fine. So let's get started. As I said, guys, we have already learnt about singly linked list. Let me show you a simple diagram of that. Okay, in a singly linked list, what did you have? If you remember, we had the data of the node and the pointer to the next node. Correct? Forward traversal was only possible if you remember, and this node was called the head. Correct? This was a structure of the singly linked list, and then similarly you might have a next node where you will have the data of that node and you will have the pointer to the next node, and the last node, suppose this is the last node, it will be connected to null. Make sense? This was our singly linked list, singly. And now we are talking about a doubly linked list. What is the benefit? The benefit will be Python 10 says hi. Hi Python 10. I don't know what name I should call you with, but Python 10 is fine. I'll call by Python 10 only, no problem. Okay. So a singly linked list we can only traverse forward because I don't have the reference or pointer to the previous node. Not possible. Okay. So from head to tail only we will traverse. Tail axis is not required for us. So what do? We just think that the last node is connected to null. After that we have nothing. Just like a train, the last compartment has nothing after that. Simple as that. Okay. So this is singly linked list. Remember that. So the structure or the prototype will be, let's draw that later. Now I will show you how a doubly linked list works. The diagram. One change will come here. We will have the data of each node. Data will be there. But guys, we can traverse both the sides. Therefore, we should have the pointer to the next node also. We should have the pointer to the previous node also. Make sense? That's it. Where we have the pointer to the previous, you will know where you are coming from and where you are going to. Both the things you will need. Now, in the next node also you will have the same thing. The pointer to the previous and the pointer to the next and the data. Make sense? This is how a doubly linked list works. This is doubly. See the difference, you can understand the difference very easily. One has only the next pointer. So if I draw a proper line, we will understand that. Say suppose the address of this particular node is 1000. So here 1000 will be stored here in this n, so that I can reach this node. Got it? Similarly, if the now this one is connected to null, that means after that node there is nothing after that. Got it? That's why here null is stored. That's why it is connected to null like this. Make sense? That is how it works. Now here let's write down something like this so that you can understand. Say suppose the address of this node is 1000, this node is 2000. I am taking random values, you can take anything you want. Now because I can go from this node to this node, so therefore this will be what? This value. 2000. Got it? Similarly, because I can go from and see the diagram, I have not written one thing. There will be two-way communication, both the sides you can travel. Okay. So here also I will have something like this, arrow like this. But if this is the starting node, then I will be connected to null, because before the head there will be nothing. So it will be, the previous pointer will be null. And similarly, if this is not connected to anything else, it will be null. Make sense? That is how it works. Now what I was telling is, because I can travel from the previous node to the next node, so the next pointer will have 2000, that is the address of the next node. Similarly, the from the previous, I should be able to go to the previous also, right? The reverse traversal. See, the arrow is both sides like this. So in that case, what should P hold? P should have the address of the previous node. So this should be 10, 1 second, okay, 1000. Got it? So that from this node I can go to this address, it is stored here 2000. So from similarly from the next node I can go to the previous one. So 1000, this address is stored here. As simple as that. And because the first node is not having any previous node, it will be connected to null. Similarly, if this is the last node, this will be connected to null, and therefore head will be the first node. This one we will need to take a reference of this. This will be called the tail node. That is how the structure is. So now one more thing that you have to remember, guys, you might have learned this in object oriented programming, maybe or may not be. You might have learned linked list while learning DSA in 3rd sem or maybe 4th sem. You might have a subject like this, design and analysis of algorithms. So if you have learned that in Java, well and good. Otherwise, I think most of you might have learned that in C. It is really difficult sometimes to write the code in C. So now I will try to make it easy for you to understand. Okay. I think for the time being there is no comment. All okay. Just a moment, guys. Yep, all good. So what I was telling is, you have learned this in C language. So now let me just show you the pseudocode or the idea how to actually write this in Java. Okay, I will take a class. I will take a class. So this is a singly linked list. Already I have showed you this. This is a doubly linked list. Okay, and let's write down the prototypes. So I can only go to the next. So my class of node, each node that we create will be, see, I will draw the diagram again. I have the data of the node, I have the next pointer, right, like this. Here it is the data of the node, the next pointer and the previous pointer, correct, and the direction is bidirectional like this, something like this. So here each node will have something like this, the int data if it is integer, okay, if it is string it will be string, and then you will have a node which will point to the next node, okay, node of next. That means the data of the next node, this one, this is the next node, okay, this is again D and N similarly. So it will be a type of node only, right? So node of next. This will be the syntax for a singly linked list. I have already showed you this. Similarly, for the other one, it will be like this. See, class node. This time it is a doubly linked list. So I will need the reference to the previous also, to the next also. And let me say int data only, no problem. Okay, and node of previous and node of next. Make sense? This is how it will work. Okay, I hope you have understood this. ब्लू आइट बॉय सेज गुड इवनिंग सर. सर क्लास कब से स्टार्ट हुई है? अभी जस्ट थोड़ी देर पहले स्टार्ट हुई है. स्ट्रक्चर सेम होगा सिंगली लिंक लिस्ट जैसे, वन पॉइंटर यूज़ होगा क्लास नोड में. यस एग्जैक्टली. वेरी गुड ब्लू आइट बॉय, आपको समझ में आ गया. एक सेकेंड, जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट गाइस. Okay, I think everything is fine. I'm just looking at the stream, okay, so that I can make out that everything is fine. Okay, everything is fine, no problem at all. Okay, got it. Now I hope you have understood the structure. So in the singly I have only the next pointer, in the doubly I have the previous pointer as well, because I need to keep a track how to move backwards also, forwards also. Got it? And sir, as to 2025 batch students, I'm confused to do masters or prepare for interview and join IT. It is totally up to you. See, if you were, I'll give you a very honest answer. Learning, think like this. If you are supposed to like take care of your parents, then that is a totally different thing. Then you have to get into a job. But if you are thinking of pursuing higher education and then like learn something more and do something better and then go for higher packages later, then I think you should be going for this masters, maybe M.Tech and all. You can do that. But like if you were thinking of like family oriented, you have to get a job, you have no other option. If it is like that, for everyone it can be like that. See, the point is that something can happen like that. See, when I was studying at that time, to 2010, I graduated, I got a job. That time my father retired, so I had to take over the family responsibility. It was like that. So if you think like that, look at your goal, end goal. What do you want to do? The purpose of your life, where you stand, what do you want to do? Based on that, you can decide. Okay, if you are thinking of only learning and not as a family oriented person, like you have no burden on yourself that you have to take up responsibility or something, then you can go about that. Otherwise, if you are really focused on learning something, going ahead in your career, then thinking of jobs and all, then you can definitely go for your masters. That is really appreciated. You can do that. Okay, I hope you have understood this. So now this is the structure, and after that let's do one thing. Just like we have done it for the singly linked list, we had finished the singly linked list codes and all, right? Now what we will do is we will create the doubly linked list code also, okay, so that we can understand how it works. For the time being, if I see there is no comment, all good. So what we will do is we'll just start writing the code. Okay, so what I'll do in this one, let me write down a new Java class doubly linked list. Okay, or you can write DLL shortcut if you want to write, that is all good, no problem at all. So this is my class, or we can do one more thing. Let me rename this to refactor and rename this to node. Okay, I'll show you a nested class, that's why I'm doing this. After that, let me write the class what, doubly linked list. Yeah, learning says thanks for the suggestion, very good. So yeah, it depends on what you want to do. Okay, based on that you can decide. It should not be confusing. If you want to be a say you have lots of responsibilities, then you can go for the job. Otherwise you can go for higher studies. That is totally acceptable, everyone can understand that. Okay, so what I was saying is yeah, I've taken the list. Now inside this I will have this node class. Okay, I am showing you the structure of a nested class, something like this. Okay, so tab and yeah, here, and this is where I'll write the structure. So what I'll do is the reference will be the head, that is what I need first of all. So I'll say node of head, and I'll take the size. I'll keep on taking the size so that I can keep a track of how many nodes are there. Okay, and I will take the constructor of this, and what I will do, initially the size will be 0. Okay, So size is equal to 0. No elements are there. Okay. Once we create a object and create the node, size plus plus, as you know already. Now here let's write down the prototype properly. Let's take string only. We have been doing, lots of people do with integers, I am doing in string. Okay, string data, and I'll say take the node of next and the node of previous. Fine. So this is our structure. See, class node, string data, node next, node previous, just like in the diagram that we have. Class node, I have taken string because I want to take a string and show you something. Okay, and node previous, node next. And then I will need the constructor where I'll just take the string data from the user. Then I'll say this dot data is equal to data, and the other two are actually this ones, this ones are the pointers. This dot next is equal to null pointer. No nodes are connected. Now blue-eyed boy, this I have explained to you. Please remember this. This is null and this dot previous will also be equal to null. ठीक है, क्योंकि there is no connection. अभी एक node आया, आगे पीछे कुछ नहीं है. No connections. Okay. And obviously once we create a node, simply write this size plus plus, because we got one node added to the list. ठीक है. Okay, and let me just check one thing. Okay, no comments at all good. Fine. So after that, let's create this thing, the method to print the list, public void print list. Simple thing, I will traverse from the head and keep on going. I'll take a current pointer is equal to the head, and I'll say while my current pointer is not equal to null. Okay, blue-eyed boy says yes sir, no problem. I'll just print the output s out. What do I want to print? I'll remove the ln. I'll just say current dot data. Okay, plus I'm giving a arrow. See guys, this is a doubly linked list, both sided arrow. So I'll write an arrow like this and give like this. Okay, arrow, and then this is fine. I'll give a space also, and this indicates what? This indicates bidirectional. That means we can go in both the directions, this arrow. Okay, and after that we have to move to the next current equal to current dot next. Okay, and after printing the whole thing, let's go to the next line, s out. Okay, as simple as that. So I hope this is done. Very simple, right? Just like single linked list, it is doubly linked list, only with one parameter extra, that is the previous pointer. I hope everything is clear and everyone knows this. साइज प्लस प्लस लिखना ज़रूरी है, बिल्कुल ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि नहीं तो आपको पता कैसे चलेगा कि इंक्रीमेंट हुआ कि नहीं. देखो, हियर आई हैव रिटन साइज इक्वल टू 0, पहले मैंने 0 ले लिया है. When I increase the counter, then only the size will increase. एक नोड आया तो साइज प्लस प्लस हुआ, एक नोड गया तो माइनस माइनस होगा. जब हम लोग डिलीट ऑपरेशन करेंगे तो माइनस माइनस करेंगे. Whenever we are doing an insert operation, प्लस प्लस, delete operation माइनस माइनस, ताकि easily we can track that. Got it? That is how it works. समझ गए तो हाँ बोलना है कमेंट में. Okay, now let's do one thing. Rather than manually adding, I'll just use the public void add first, and I'm adding string data. Okay, and very simple. Insert operations, we have to create a new node. Okay, node of new node is equal to new node, spelling mistake, NODE, is equal to new node. Okay, and I have to pass a string. So what will be the string? That data variable here. And what was that? Very simple. क्या करना होता है? What do you have to do while inserting a data at the front or add first. Any case, say this is my head and here I have ABC, whatever it is, I want to insert here. So I have created the new node, this is my new node of next equal to head and then head equal to new node. इतना ही करना है, right? हाँ, blue eyed boy says हाँ clear sir, very good. ये समझ में आ गया? New node of next equal to head, head equal to new node, क्योंकि the new node added will become the head, correct? और सर मैं तो कोड करता हूँ का ज़रूरत नहीं, मेरा कोड तो चल रहा है और साइज ऑटोमेटिकली इंक्रीज होता है. नो प्रॉब्लम, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. यू कैन ऑल्सो काउंट द नोट्स लाइक दैट, दैट इज ऑल्सो गुड, बट दिस इज अ गुड प्रैक्टिस टू कीप अ ट्रैक एक्चुअली. बाद में जब व्हेन यू सॉल्व इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस तब ज़रूरी पड़ेगा, इसलिए लेके चलते हैं हम लोग, बिकॉज हमें कभी काउंट वेरिएबल लेना पड़ता है. वी नीड दिस, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेकिंग दिस अलोंग. ओके, so new node, as I said, new node dot next is equal to the head. Okay, and if the head is null, say not null for example, what does that mean? That means there is element, there is an element. Head is not null, there is an element, head of previous. See, we need to connect both ways. So this is my head node, here I have data and this is previous, this is next and this is my head, and here I connected a new node. So head of previous will become this. Okay, because I have already done new node of next. See, this is both way connection, यहाँ से यहाँ, both the ways you have to connect. That is why it is called a doubly linked list. Otherwise you will not be able to propagate back, very important. Okay, so if the head is not null, that means there is an element, there are multiple nodes. In that case I am doing head dot previous is equal to new node. This is very important. So this is connect both ways, forward also, backward also. Okay, and in any case the head will become the new node will become the head. So I'll just say head is equal to new node. Hope this is clear. Blue eyed boy is asking me something. सर इंटरव्यू में एज केसेस लिखना ज़रूरत है? बिल्कुल ज़रूरत है, नहीं तो आपके टेस्ट केसेस फेल होंगे. वेन एवर यू डोंट मीट द एज केसेस, से सपोज मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ, दिस इज़ आउट ऑफ टॉपिक बट स्टिल आई विल गिव यू. बाइनरी सर्च में हम लोग क्या करते हैं, स्टार्ट और एंड अगर एक ही जगह है, दैट इज़ अ एज केस, देयर इज़ ओनली वन एलिमेंट इन द एरे. सिमिलरली स्टार्ट कभी भी एंड से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता. द स्टार्ट वैल्यू विल बी लेस देन द एंड और इट विल बी इक्वल टू द एंड. It cannot be greater than the end, not possible. Then we are out of bounds. These are edge cases, ये आपको follow करना ही है. You have to follow them. Very very important in all interview questions. Okay, please remember that. So this is fine. So what we will do is, let's go and add some data here. This is my doubly linked list class and this is my node class. Fine, so this is my node class and here am I. After that I will be writing my main method and let's write down the code now. So simple, I'll create the doubly linked list object, doubly linked list DLL is equal to new doubly linked list. Okay, so DLL dot, let's say add first. Do I have that method? We have written that, but I think there is something that we have to do. This is inside this, right? So this one, this main method should be inside this. Yes, then only I will be able to add that. Yes, DLL dot, that is static. Did I not write static? Can anyone tell me why am I not getting access to that? I have written that, I have written everything fine, but why am I not getting access? Anybody? I have created a node. This is where the node class ends, and this is my main method. Anybody? Can you tell me? So समझ में नहीं आया. If head is not equal to null, नहीं आया. Okay, got it. बताता हूँ. I'll tell you. Don't worry. Anybody? Can you tell me why am I not getting access to the methods, the DLL methods in this class? Am I not getting the methods? Tell me. And I think the import is correct or not. Yeah, import is correct only, no problem. Why am I not getting access? This one I will tell you, don't worry. Blue eyed boy, मैं समझाऊंगा आपको. Don't worry, just a moment. Okay, actually, I think the node class finishes here, and this is where the constructor ends. So what we can do is we can put a bracket here, fine, and this bracket we can remove. This one we can remove. Okay, and this whole thing can go a bit to the left hand side. Okay, now let's see DLL dot, yes, we are getting all the things. Add first, let's add, say add first, right? I'll write coders arcade. Obviously we are at coders arcade, and yes, जो नया नया आया है, those who are new to the channel, please subscribe करो जल्दी से, ठीक है? Because it takes a lot of things. See, I am in my formals. See, I have my ID card here. ये देखो, I have my ID card here. I went to college, I came back. फिर आप लोग के साथ पढ़ने बैठा हूँ मैं, पढ़ाने और पढ़ने बैठा हूँ. So it takes energy, it takes dedication. So therefore, please अगर नए हो, please subscribe करो, please like करो, okay? Let's add some more data. DLL dot add first one again. Say channel लिखते हैं यहाँ पे. Channel, ठीक है? Okay. Now let's say print list. Let's see what we get. Channel coders arcade should come, and let's write one more thing. DLL dot add first. I'll say our channel coders arcade. Let's run this and see what we are getting. Just a moment. जल्दी run हो जा. हाँ हो गया. See, bidirectional. Our is the first node, channel is the next node, coders arcade is the next node. And I did a mistake, not a mistake. Printing is fine. मुझे last में I have to write null, okay? And before that also we can write null, okay? So what we can do is write something like this. Print list, before printing the current dot data only, we can print a null. So what we can do is, because this while loop will keep on going, I'll just say s out, not ln, remove this. Let's print a null with a arrow like this. So it will be a bidirectional arrow. So let it be like this, 1 2 1 and one more. Fine, and this should be okay. Let's run this now and see if it works. I should get a null on the forward side also. Yes, देखो आ गया. This one came, the beginning one came. This one did not come, right? इसको भी लिखना है. So let's write it down here. After going here, in this ln we can write down. The arrow is already done, so I'll just write a new double L. Hopefully this works. Let's run this and check. Yep, now everything is fine. Our channel coders arcade null null. So head to tail I have given, because head will be connected to null. That's why I am writing the structure like this. ठीक है? अभी very good. Now let's do one thing. Now we will go to the comments one by one. So all good. So line 27 में add कर दो message. ठीक है? Okay, we have done that. अभी देखो ध्यान से. Try to understand this. The doubt that you had. Okay. So this I will just remove. Okay. this is head, careful, ध्यान से, this is the previous node, this is the next node, and this is some data, कुछ भी a b c d x y z, okay. And what was the first task? To create a new node. New node created, previous will be null, why null, and the next will be also null in the beginning. Why null? Because in the constructor we have done this. See, when we created the node, by default in the constructor this dot next equal to null, previous equal to null, both are null. So this is the connection now, right now, and this is some data, and this is the next node. Okay, now I need to connect this new node to the next. So what I did, I just said new node dot next is equal to what? Head. Okay, new node dot next is equal to head. So that means it got connected here. This is the first step. Next step is, see, if there is no element, then I can just pass the head equal to new node, that is fine. But if there are multiple elements, imagine there are lots of elements like this, in that case what will happen? I should be able to traverse from this direction to this direction, also from this to this, both ways communication. Therefore what I need to do is, I need to connect like this also. Okay, so this is my head node here right now. The next is already connected here, this is one node, this is some other node, but the previous is not connected to. Initially where was it connected to? कहाँ पे connected था? याद करो, head कहाँ connected रहता है? Null पे. It is connected to null, very important. But if I try to go from here, can I reach new node? नहीं जा पाएंगे. So this previous which was connected to null has to again go back to this one. यहाँ पे जाना पड़ेगा ना. So the head dot previous should be connected to new node, so that the forward direction is done by this new node of next equal to head, the backward direction is done by this. ये कब करेंगे? जब multiple nodes हो, when the head dot next is not is equal to null. That means there are multiple elements. इसीलिए look at the code. देखो, and head is not equal to null also, because if the head is not null, that means there is already data है वहाँ पे. Okay, that's why we are writing like this, not this line. This will be wrong. Single element it will work like this. This should be head is not equal to null. I hope अभी समझ में आ गया है आपको. अभी clear हो गया? Comment करो अगर clear हो गया तो. Just let me know if it is clear. होपफुली ब्लू आइड बॉय, हाँ बहुत बढ़िया, क्लियर सर, शाबाश. ऐसे मज़ा आता है क्लियर हो जाने से, नहीं तो मुझे भी रात को नींद नहीं आएगा आपको क्लियर नहीं हुआ तो. ओके, सो लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. होपफुली इट इज़ ओके एंड वी हैव एक्चुअली सक्सेसफुली डन दैट. सब कनेक्ट हो गया, आउटपुट भी आ रहा है, वी आर गेटिंग द आउटपुट, ऑल गुड. सो नाउ व्हाट वी विल डू इज विल राइट द नेक्स्ट वन. ठीक है, वी रोट एड फर्स्ट, लेट्स राइट एड लास्ट. public void add last, L capital, and obviously string data. Excuse me. So this step will be common. We have to insert a new node. This is common. That means we have to create a new node. This is a common point in insert operations or add operations. Okay. Now imagine there is a single element. New node will become the head. How do you check single element? If my head is equal to null, correct? Then what will I do? I'll just say head is equal to new node. Update the new node to the head and just simply return to the function where you were called from. और कुछ नहीं करना, you don't have to do anything. Okay, but otherwise if you have to insert at the last, what do you do? Single linked list में क्या करते थे? What did you do? We have to traverse and find the last node. Okay, so initially I'll take a pointer, node of last is equal to head. Okay, and then while my, remember we had the algo, I'll traverse and show you. This is my diagram, say 1, 2, 3, and then this is null. Okay, and this is also null, and this is say something 1, and this is n p and end. This is 2, this is p, this is n, and this is also 3, and this is p. Sorry, why am I writing p here? This will be n, this will be p, and they are connected by this kind of a bond, and this is also like this, correct? And insert at end, this is my head, so I have taken last here. Okay, this is head. Let's take a brighter color, orange, दूर से दिखेगा, ठीक है? Okay, so while my last dot next is not is equal to null, last is equal to last dot next. Okay, I need to reach the last node. मुझे I need to connect after this, not after this. Okay, so I'm writing last dot next is not null. When last dot next is null, it will stop here. Got it? This algo we have understood before only. So see, last is here, last dot next is not null. It will travel. Last equal to last. It came here. Okay, last is here, last dot next is not null. It will again travel here. So this loop is going on. But last is here, last dot next is null. It will stop here. Okay, we got the last node. After that, the new node that we created is here. Say suppose this is our new node, whatever it is, this connection. I have data, I have the previous, I have the next connections. Okay, now how to add it? I think there are no comments as of now. All good. Okay, very good. No comments. So how do I add this? Tell me, anybody. Let me drag it a little bit to that side. Okay, yep, like this. Fine, no problem. Tell me, how do I add this? Last dot next will be new node. That is one step. Last dot next will be equal to new node. Correct? One step is done. That got you connection where? Here. From there, let me take a different color or highlighter. यहाँ से we got a connection here. Got it? But this is one directional connection. We have to connect it back also, na? This connection we got here. Now from here, where was this connected? This is a new node. Where is previous connected? Before. All will be null only. Null only. So if I try to go from this side, I cannot travel back, right? So what will happen? This is a new node of previous will connect here. So new node of previous will be what? The last. That is how it will connect. Got it? Hope you have understood this. This does what? This will be the bidirectional part. क्योंकि दोनों तरफ से we have to access. Okay? I hope you have understood this. So now let's write down the same algo. Hope you have understood this. See, we have to connect last dot next to the new node and new node dot previous to the last one. Okay, so that we can get a bidirectional connection. Now let's write down the code based on the same algo. So while our last dot next is not is equal to null, because we need to reach the last, so I'll say last is equal to last dot next. Got it? And after we have reached the last node, I'll just say last dot next will be equal to the new node that we created earlier, and then the new node should be able to go backwards. Dot previous equal to last. This maintains the bidirectional link. Hopefully it is clear. Okay? So I don't think there is any comment, so it is good to go. Everything is fine here. Okay, great. So now let's do one thing. Before printing, I'll add some data at the last. So DLL dot add last our channel coders arcade I'll say just started in, sorry, why am I writing everything in one, dll dot add last in and dll dot add last, let me write 2021. Okay, actually the date is 03 3rd January 01 2021. Okay, this is the date. So let me run and check if it is working or not. Great. Our channel Codis Arcade started in 03/01 2021 and none. Okay, all good. Everything is working fine. Got it? I hope you have understood this. Everything is good? Any doubts? You can let me know in the comment section. Very good. Everyone says clear. So everything is fine. For the time being, I will think that everything is fine and going good. So let me just check if we have a comment. Not yet. All good. So yep, let's get going and let's do one thing now. We have seen how to add first and add last. Now we'll see how to remove them. Okay. Or we can do one more thing. You guys can try it out on your own if you can. That will be very good for you. Okay. And till now I have been asking all of you about this. How do you push all this code to GitHub? All of you want, if anybody wants that, you can tell me now. I can give you a simple demo on how to do that. Okay. Otherwise you can go on to circular linked list. If you really want a demo on Git, you can tell me so that I can show you how to push all the code that I have written here to GitHub so that you can directly access them. Agar chahiye to you can tell me now only. Otherwise I will go to circular linked list. Okay. Let me know guys, I am waiting for you to understand. Everything is fine now? Yeah, blue-eyed boy says clear sir, all good, no problem at all. So because there have been a lot of things we have written here, see algos, lots of searching and sorting algos are there, and then we have arrays, then we have binary search applications, then we have data structures, all we are starting. So what we can do, every week after writing the code, then we can push the code to GitHub so that you can understand and you can practice on your own also from here. So I'm just waiting and giving you some time to think, and based on that we'll decide what to do now, because see again the same operations will happen here just like we had in the singly linked list. If you see here linked list, we had singly, here we had this one, this was the code. If I open this LL linked list, here we saw how to delete target, how to add remove last, how to remove first. All this we already had. There are little bit of changes here, you will get the output. You can try this on your own. If you want, we can go ahead and see how to push all this data into what? A GitHub repository. I'll create the repository in front of you and you can do that. GitHub में code push करेंगे तो क्या होगा? ये बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन है, इसका जवाब भी बहुत बड़ा होगा ब्लू आइड बॉय. दैट्स अ वेरी वेरी बिग क्वेश्चन. क्या होगा? नहीं तो आपको कोड कैसे मिलेगा? उसका आंसर दो. यू गाइस जस्ट टेल मी द आंसर. लाइक इफ आई डोंट शेयर यू द कोड, आपको कोड कहाँ से मिलेगा? चैट जीपीटी मिल जाएगा, बट द वे यू आर लर्निंग इन द क्लास. इफ यू सी दिस कोड यू विल रिमेंबर बेटर. ChatGPT or any AI tool will give you code that will be written by them, which has a different kind of structure. The one that you learnt in our class right now, इसका code अलग है. आपने you guys have seen this from the beginning till the last, so you'll be able to relate with it better. So that's why GitHub is a online code repository जहाँ पे every developer shares their code so that other people can also view the code, access the code, download the code and do so many other things. When you work in IT, then you will be actually storing all your code in GitHub repositories. Repository मतलब जैसे कि Google Drive में we store data. Similarly, it's like a Google Drive where we store not data, we store code. खाली कोड रखते हैं वहाँ पे ज़्यादातर. ओके, दैट इज़ वेयर इट वर्क्स. So I think right now nobody said anything, everything is fine. So we can do one thing, we can first go ahead and write down the code for circular linked list. Okay, then we can understand about the circular linked list. After that we can push our code on GitHub tomorrow also, no problem at all, fine. चैट जीपीटी से कोड तो मिल जाएगा, लेकिन चैट जीपीटी जो समझा नहीं पाएगा अच्छे से, इट विल नॉट बी एबल टू टीच यू प्रॉपर्ली. एंड चैट जीपीटी मेक्स लॉट्स ऑफ मिस्टेक्स. खाली उस पर रिलाई मत करना, ऑलवेज लुक फॉर अदर सोर्सेस ऑल्सो. जैसे आपके पास W3 स्कूल्स है, या तो आपके पास जावा टी पॉइंट है, ट्यूटोरियल्स पॉइंट है. देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ वेबसाइट्स वेर यू गेट गुड कोड. डोंट ओनली रिलाई ऑन चैट जीपीटी बिकॉज समटाइम्स द डेटा गिवन बाय AI इज़ रॉन्ग. सो इतना भरोसा नहीं करना चाहिए उसके ऊपर. ओके, सो great, he says he got it, fine. Now what we will do is, see, still I did not get any response from you guys. GitHub पे push करना है कि नहीं करना है. I was just asking like, do I need to push all the code to GitHub? If yes, then I can do it now. Just waiting for anybody to reply, then we can just understand about that same thing. If yes, we can go ahead and do it. Anybody, anything? Yeah, he says okay sir, blue eyed boy. So try to understand. Okay, we'll do one thing very simple, try to understand, and then in the next session we can understand. See, because if I start circular linked list now, I have to explain, and then within 10 minutes 20 minutes we cannot complete that. So it's better, then we'll do this. Try to push all the code, try to understand this. Okay, very important. Okay, anybody who is preparing for a job interview, technical interview, or who is actually doing what, something like this, who is developing an application, they always need one very important thing, version control. बहुत ज़रूरी है. Because I will tell you one very important thing, just remember this. Okay, याद रखना है इसको. Whenever you are creating a project, any project, then normally what people do is, say this is a folder, this is a folder, and here you are having your project, and there are files. The file names I have seen many times. Someone writes final, then they will write pakka final, then fully final, then suppose tomorrow you have 3 more days, and then you have to submit your project, then you will say pakka fully final. So see, the same file you are changing the names because you are not sure about that. This is how do you control versions like this. Can you go back from this version to this version? This is very difficult to understand, right? Similarly, final day, this day, today I have to submit. In the morning I will say this is surely final. ऐसे होता है projects का नाम. I have seen many people do this. After that, I promise this is final, something like this. If this is how you write code in the industry and write the folder names like this after writing a project, it will be really fun, but you will lose track of everything. इसीलिए we use control tools, version control tools like Git. Okay, that's very very important. Got it? यही बता रहा हूँ मैं. So folder or project you should not write anything like this. This is very funny way of writing. So ऐसे नहीं लिखते हैं हम लोग. क्या करते हैं हम लोग? I'll tell you in a brief idea. I'll give you about this. Please remember, okay, ये बहुत handy है, and this is very important for this. What is that? DevOps, development plus operations. Otherwise people keep fighting about this. The development team and the operations teams keep fighting because they don't understand what is the sync. Okay, so what I'm telling, just try to understand properly. When I start my project, anything I start writing, I have an empty folder, khali folder, okay, and then I start writing code. I start writing code. I keep adding files. Okay? I keep on adding files, and let's take a different color so that I can show you in real time what actually happens. Try to understand, okay? I start writing code, add files. Say suppose I added say what to say, bubblesort.java, bubblesort.java. This is one file. Then I added mergesort.java. Then I added say one text file f1.txt for some nodes. Then I added one more nodes.txt. If you carefully see, all the files are red color. I have done it intentionally. मैंने जानबूझ के किया है. Why? Because they are not safe. You can lose the data. Whenever tomorrow something happens, the system crashes, everything will be gone. So this part of your system, your PC, your computer is called local area, or it is also called untracked area. Very important for interviews. If you crack the coding down also, you might be rejected because you don't know this. So please remember this, okay? So I think no doubts right now. So try to understand this, okay? This part of your laptop, your PC is called the local area, where all the files are unsafe because nobody is tracking them, okay? So to make them tracked, to maintain them properly, suppose something goes wrong, I need to go back to the previous version. What do? I use a version control tool like Git. Okay, here try to understand. I create an empty repository, repository. Repository matlab just think like storage, a folder only. How do I do it? By using the command git init. ठीक है, git init. This will create an empty repository. Let me show you real time in our project only. I'll go back to this. Here, first of all, see, every editor has a this thing, terminal. My terminal is here at the bottom. Sometimes in the latest version you might have here in this corner. Click on that, and there are many ways of going to that. I will do one thing. I will click on this drop down. You can do it in command prompt also. What I want to do is I want to do in git bash. I click on git bash. Okay, this opens up the Ubuntu like or the Linux like terminal in your Windows operating system only. Okay, fine. Now here, first thing first, I will say git init. Okay, and what it will do, let me just go back and show you. It will create an empty repository. Okay, press enter. See, initialized empty git repository in that particular folder. Okay, okay. Now the command to clear the screen is EAR, clear, just clear. Enter. See, the screen got cleared. And now after that, I will show you lots of commands now. Try to understand. Still my data is here, okay? How to check? Git status. But guys, before that, आपको git install करना पड़ेगा. Go to your browser, download git and install. How to check? You can check git space -- version. This will give you the version. See, I have this. If you don't have this, make sure you install this. Just next and install. It's very simple. You have to go to this website. I'll give you the name. gitscm.com. gitscm.com. SCM stands for Source Code Management. Okay, Source Code Management. MGMT I am writing. We manage the source code, right? The source code, the code that we are writing, we manage that. That's why it is called source code management. Okay, now try to understand this. यहाँ पे हो गया. We have created the entry tutorial. Let me clear this. And if you want to navigate, you can press the up arrow. See, the up arrow is giving me all the previous commands. I cleared that. Now I said all the data is still here. Red color, warning. Red color is always warning. Now I want to add them to this side. The command is git add. I can add a manually file name like this, the name of the file, or I can add all the files in one go to this side by writing git add dot. Dot means all, everything. Okay, let's do that now. Just a moment. Git add dot. Before that, let's see the status. Okay, I said red color, right? Let's see the status. Git status. See, the data is red. Red, warning, red. Now, once I say, let me clear the screen. Now, I'll say git add dot. Dot is all files. Okay, press enter. Now, we'll check the status. See, all things are green now. Whatever code we had written till now, all are green. That means all the files came here. So, here everything is green. How do you know? Because Git starts tracking your data. You will not lose the data now. Okay, but I am not connected to you. You will not get access to this. Okay, please remember this. आपको access नहीं मिलेगा. I am still in my PC only, my system only. Fine. So after I have written, see, I have written lots of code till now. ठीक है? हम लोगों ने, let me see if there are any comments. Not yet. Everything is fine. We have written lots of code and we have come to this part where we have learnt about searching, sorting, everything. So I feel that all the code is good, no problem at all. So I'll clear the screen. Now, sorry, clear. Yeah, this is the command and go back. I feel that everything is safe. Now I want to save this. I want to save this state. I want to save this state. How do I do this? Very simple. I use a command called commit. Okay. So I'll just omit this line. This part I'll omit and I will write something like this. Okay. So once it is green, that means everything is safe. Now I will use a message called commit. Git commit -m. -m is a flag for message, and you have to write a message here, a custom message. This is mandatory. You have to write a message so that you can track what you did. क्या किया आपने, what you have done. So please remember this. So here I'll say git commit, but make sure you check the status. Okay, check the status. Everything is green, then only you will commit. So I'll clear and I'll say git commit -m, and then I'll write added all latest codes till today is June 13th 2025, so that I can keep a track. Press enter and see, no errors, right? I'll clear the screen, and now how do I know that I have saved something? There is a command called git log. Press enter and see, I wrote that message. Added all latest codes till June 13th 2025. Please remember guys, this is a very big number. This number is called a, याद रखो इंटरव्यू में बहुत बार पूछते हैं, it is called a checksum. Checksum. Okay, I'll go back to the here. As soon as you commit, you get a checksum. How do you check this? You use the git log command. ठीक है? And with this checksum, if something goes wrong, this is a stable version, I can go to this version. But this is a very big number. We cannot remember that number, right? What do? I will just say something like this. Try to understand. I will say git log minus one line. Okay, minus one line. Now see, try to understand. D0469D0. See here. D0469D0. Isn't it the same value? If I show you from here, try to see. See, D0469D0, D0469D0. So this command will help you to take the short form of that checksum. With this, you can go back to that particular version. Okay, got it? So that is how it works. I hope you have understood this. This will really help you while you are developing something. क्योंकि I'll tell you the reason. You build something, you keep on writing, say version 1, then I am going to version 2, then version 3. Suppose something is not working, कुछ काम नहीं कर रहा है, I have to go back to this version, right, where you were working. So I go by using there is a command called revert. I can easily go from this version to that version. Okay, but how? By using that number, this checksum number. This number will help me. This is very, very important, and in 100% of the companies, MNCs, whatever you want, they are using this only. Okay, and now guys, please remember one thing. I'll show you something here. Just see. Let me clear the screen. And if I now see the status, sorry, 1s, see, it says on branch master and it says nothing to commit. We have committed, and it says working tree clean. इसके ऊपर 1 घंटा इंटरव्यू चलता है. If you are going for a product based company, they can ask you about this simple 3 words for more than 1 hour, and you should be able to speak about that. This is a very, very important topic. Okay, so let me just tell you something. It says on branch master, see, master. Okay, let me tell you about that. Right now there is nobody, or okay, no problem. So let's do one thing. I'll clear the screen. Let me just show you, then you will understand that better. Fine. So in the diagram I will write something like this. Try to understand what it means. देखो यहाँ पे ध्यान से. When you write the code, you are either in a branch called main or you are in a branch called master. ठीक है? And this branch is actually used for deployment. From the master branch only we have deployment. ठीक है? So you will not have access to this branch very frequently. It will be handled by the Scrum Master, your manager. So if you want to do some changes, you will create a new branch, you will do your changes. Say suppose you are a developer dev 1, you will create a branch, make your changes, and then you will do a merge. Okay, this merge will be controlled by your manager. There will be authentication, there will be approvals, everything will be there. Okay, so you will do a PR, pull request. You pull the master branch to your code, to your machine, you will do the changes, then you will merge. And again, someone wants to test, you will create a branch called T1, test 1, and then again it will merge. So this diagram actually looks like what? It looks like a tree. That's why it is called a working tree. And here in the comment you saw something like this. Let me just show you again. Git status, it says on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. It should be clean, there should be clear commits. Okay, this is called a working tree. And now the point is, how do you create a branch? Okay, the command I'll show you here. I'll just say git branch. Right now I have only one branch, so master with a asterisk, it is highlighted. If I want to create a branch, I'll just say git branch, say feature. What to say? Payment feature. I want to add a payment feature, something like this, and press enter. Now check. If I see git branch, there are 2 branches, master and payment feature. Okay, how to switch? I can go to git, check out, the name of the branch is payment feature. Payment feature. Okay, press enter. Okay, see, from master I have gone to payment feature now. Did you understand? Now the point is, if I see the branches again, master is no longer highlighted. I am in the payment feature branch. Now the beauty of this, very simple, you can do anything here. It will not affect the master. As long as it is not merged, it will not affect. That is how independently 1000 people also can work in the same project by using the Git version control tool. This is the power of this. And to be frank, I will tell you one very important thing. The developer of Linux operating system, his name is Linus Torvalds. Okay, this is his name, Linus Torvalds, and I really thank him. Because of him we have got what actually this was a software, right? This was a Linux operating systems. What he did to maintain this software, to check the versions and all, he created one more software, that is Git. And these two softwares have become like the periphery of the IT industry. The IT industry cannot work without these two right now. Linux is very good for development, and Git is one of the most important tools for version control. And thanks to this guy, this has been possible. Okay, and we are learning this now. Okay, so हाँ वेरी गुड, थोड़ा थोड़ा दिमाग में घुस रहा है. और एक बात ब्लू वाइट बॉय, ये चीज़ हमारा यूट्यूब चैनल पे भी लिंक पे है, आप जाके देख सकते हो. गिट का पूरा प्लेलिस्ट है, अच्छा से पढ़ सकते हो. कैन स्टडी फ्रॉम देयर ऑल्सो. ठीक है, तो इसीलिए इसको वर्किंग ट्री बोलते हैं. अभी पॉइंट ये है कि मुझे अपना कोड यहाँ पे तो ठीक है, एवरीथिंग इज़ फाइन. ओके, नाउ इफ़ आई वांट टू गो बैक टू द प्रीवियस वन, गिट चेकआउट, आई से मास्टर, तो मास्टर ब्रांच में चला जाएगा. सी, मास्टर ब्रांच में चला गया. फ्रॉम देयर आई हैव गॉन टू मास्टर. नाउ इफ़ आई चेक द ब्रांच, I am again in master. Okay, so let me clear the screen. ठीक है, and let me just show you something here. Now I will check the status. Everything is fine. Now I will show you how to share my code to you. कैसे करते हैं. So what I will do is I will go to my GitHub repository. This is my GitHub repository. ठीक है, this is my GitHub profile. What I will do, I will create a new this one repository. ठीक है, my target क्या करना है, I want to connect my remote is GitHub. ठीक है, GitHub, and I want to connect my local, this system, this current system that I am working on right now. ठीक है, इन दोनों को connect करना है. How do I connect? Very simple, try to understand. ये मेरा GitHub है. Here what I'll do, see the new button, I'll create a new repository. ठीक है, I'll write the name like this, say YouTube Java DSA. So I'll write CA, stands for Coders Arcade, CA YouTube Java DSA. This is the name of the playlist. ठीक है, and I can copy this and I can write down, this is a repository for the Java YouTube DSA sessions. ठीक है, like this. And there are two types of repositories. One is public, one is private. Public मतलब everyone can access. Private मतलब I will need to give something like this. So I'll write this here. Two types of repositories, public and private. So this one everyone can access. This one only people having the PAT, मतलब personal access token, the password, they can only access. This is accessible by everyone. ठीक है, so I am creating a public one for the time being. So let it be public and nothing else. I'll just click on create repository. ठीक है, let's create that and see. Once you create CA YouTube Java DSA, and this is the URL. You can see this is a big URL. This one, github.com Saurav Sarkar Coders Arcade CA YouTube Java.git. ये URL you have to copy this URL. See right now there is nothing in this. ये पूरा खाली है. What I'll do, I'll just copy this here. See, this is the copy button. Hope you can see this. I'll copy this. Go back to my code, and now commands you have to remember. The command is git remote. I am trying to connect my local system to the remote machine, GitHub. Add origin and URL you have to pass. So right click and I'll paste the URL here. Paste. ठीक है, see that same URL I have pasted here. Press enter. Guys, if you are doing this for the first time, it will ask you for your username and password. If you have not done it, you have to add it and then only you will be able to connect. Now there is no error, that means it has been connected. If you want to see if it has been connected or not, you can do like this: git remote, okay, git remote show origin. Press enter and it should show that AC it has been connected. Got it? No errors. Now I'll clear the screen. Sorry. Clear the screen, and now my point is the local and the remote GitHub have been connected now. ठीक है, both are connected. Now I have some code written here. आपको दिख रहा है, you can see there are lots of code written in my repository in my local system. See, I wrote all these codes. Yes. Now very simple. If I go there and go to the terminal again and I write this command now. I'll just say git push, but before that, before pushing, make sure you check the status again. Very important. Everything is fine. Now I'll say add it to the origin first. Now I'll say git push. We are pushing for the first time. So I'll just say -u origin. Which branch? कौन सा branch? Master branch. Okay, and press enter. It will take some time. See all the data. Now magic, important magic. ये खाली है, nothing is there. करते हैं refresh. See, added all latest codes till June 13, 2025. सब आ गया है यहाँ पे. Source के अंदर जाते हैं. Let's go to what? Data structures. Let's go to linked list. Let's go to doubly linked list and node.java. Open this, and this is the code that we had written just now. Remember, we had written the date also 03/01/2021. ऐसे करके ऐड करते हैं. अभी if I give you this link, this DSA Java YouTube link, this is where you can access all the code. Every code from this URL you can access. What I will do, once I am done with the today's session, I will share this link. आप लोग सब के सब codes access कर सकते हो यहाँ से. ठीक है? And you can see there is one branch master and I have not pushed the other branch. So वो branch मेरे पास ही है यहाँ पे local में. I have one more branch here, right? Remember we created one more branch like payment, something like that. If I see the branch, you can see that I have payment feature. This is not added here. It will not come. When I push them, then it will only come then at that time. ठीक है, यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया. This is how you keep a track of all the data. अभी यहाँ से कुछ lose नहीं होगा. Nobody will lose it. That's the best part of version control. Okay? सर ये ओनली लैपटॉप में होता है या बोथ मोबाइल में भी मैं कर सकता हूँ? मोबाइल में इज़ नॉट रिकमेंडेड. आई थिंक देयर इज़ अ गिटहब टूल, गिटहब ऐप होगा. देयर विल बी एन ऐप, यू कैन ट्राई देयर, बट आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट दैट. अगर होगा आई लेट यू नो इन द कमेंट्स, डोंट वरी. लेकिन फॉर द टाइमिंग इट इज़ नॉट रिकमेंडेड टू डू इन मोबाइल. आपको ये लैपटॉप में ही करना है. ठीक है, यू हैव टू डू इट इन द लैपटॉप ओनली, बिकॉज मोबाइल में हम कोड नहीं लिखते हैं ऐसे ही. लैपटॉप में ही विल स्टोर द कोड एंड विल पुश द कोड फ्रॉम लाइक दैट ओनली. ठीक है. Okay, I hope everything is clear. Now you have understood a better part of version control like this, and this is very very important. ये आपको बहुत बार इंटरव्यू में पूछा जाता है, so please remember this guys, very very important. I hope you learned something new and you have got an idea about how to use Git. ठीक है. अगर अच्छा लगा, if you liked this, please make sure you subscribe to our channel Coders Arcade. भूलना नहीं है. ठीक है, सब्सक्राइब करो कोडर्स आर्केड. ठीक है. गो टू लिंक्डइन एंड फॉलोअर्स ऑल्सो, गो टू इंस्टाग्राम एंड फॉलोअर्स. एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट गाइज, आप लोग हमें टेलीग्राम पे भी फॉलो करो, बिकॉज देयर वी प्रोवाइड जॉब अपडेट्स एंड कोडिंग इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. And we have our offline classes also, say C, C++, Java, Python, सब है. You need DSA, we have DSA. You need web development, we have web development. You need full stack, we have full stack. You need data science, we have data science. Everything is there, end to end solutions. You tell it, you name it, we do it. Very simple as that. Okay, we have a team of dedicated trainers. हम लोग सब यही करते हैं, पढ़ाना. टीचिंग इज़ आवर पैशन एंड वी लव डूइंग इट एंड वी रियली सपोर्ट जब आप लोग हम लोग को सपोर्ट करते हो. ठीक है. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग गाइज. आई होप दिस ट्रेनिंग सेशन और दिस लाइव सेशन वॉज अ रियली हेल्पफुल वन फॉर यू. आप लोग ऐसे बने रहिए. प्लीज़ कीप सब्सक्राइबिंग टू अवर चैनल एंड hit the bell icon so that you get notified about latest updates. ठीक है. Very important. Okay, and I think with this we can wind up today's session. It was really nice having you guys together in the stream, and I see we'll update about the session tomorrow. If I can come live, I'll come live definitely, or else we'll see each other on Monday. Thank you guys. Bye bye. This is Saurabh signing off for today.